Hey folks, what is up people? Alright, video time here, and I'm going to start off by saying I have no willpower. I wish I did, but I have none. I was kind of put to a test of willpower on this last dig and I failed miserably. So I'm going to start this video with my shame, and my shame is already on the shelf. Marillion Clutching at Straws remastered box set. I knew I was going to buy this. In my last video I showed the DVD Blu-ray version of it, and I'm glad to have that in my collection. I do have to admit this does sound better. The CD and Blu-ray box has more content on it, but this is still freaking amazing. Absolutely, it sounds fantastic. It just sounds fantastic. Now I knew after buying the CD and DVD Blu-ray thing that if I ever saw this box set in the store, no matter what stupid price they would charge for it, I know I would end up getting it. There was no doubt in my mind already. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, or if I was going to buy this, it would be a little later down the line, maybe a couple months from now or something. But I went on a dig about a week and a half or so ago, maybe, and saw this in the store, saw this on the shelf. They wanted a lot of money for it, and I bought it anyway. I mean, I knew I wanted it, so I felt like saying, well, let's quit messing around. If you know you want it, just get it. It's going to be a lot, it's going to be expensive, but just get it. And my lack of willpower did just that. Here's the nice book that comes with the box set for this. And yeah, it's a well put together package, folks. 5 LP set and the remastered audio of Clutching at Straws. Sounds great. Actually sounds great. And there's nothing wrong with my CD box, but it doesn't quite sound as good as this. And I guess this is really what I wanted both, actually. I can't say I wanted this more. Here's the Clutching at Straws LP on, well, record 1. It's split into 2 records. But these sleeves they put together for it are real nice. Nice artwork on the sleeves. And all the records have this label, which was the classic label that came with the original release. So, real glad to see that. Excuse me, I got a cough and a little tickle in my throat here. LP2 of Clutching at Straws studio album. Really nice. I think, and like I said, they all have the same label, so I won't show all the labels anymore. And of course, the live recording from that tour, which is on the remainder of the album. God, this cough is driving me crazy. I feel fine, but I cannot stop coughing. And LP number 2 of the live recording. Very nice. And the final LP for the live recording of the Clutching at Straws box set. Here we are. Nice live photo of them there. Great collection. This is a great addition to the Marillion collection. I'm telling you, I am very happy I have this. I knew I was going to get it. I knew the second I saw it on the shelf, I would grab it, and I did. But it's worth it to me. I mean, it's just a great box set. And I'm really glad I pulled the trigger on it, to tell you the truth. And it's like the CD, it's going right next to my Misplaced Childhood box set. Again, showing no willpower and just resisting to it. Just giving into it. Yeah, giving into it. Oi, man, I couldn't resist it if I was going to try to say, but oh man, this sounds so good. So glad I got this. And I've spun all the records multiple times, and my God, it sounds good. It sounds so good in this music room. So if you were a big Marillion fan, then I'd say, yeah, go for it. If you don't care about Marillion, well, then you probably didn't care about that at all. So anyway, that is a monster of a record. Okay, now to regular albums. Something I didn't break the bank. We have Queen here, Sheer Heart Attack. This is a reissue, unfortunately. When it came to, I was looking for this, I've been looking for this album for a while, and I wanted to get a cool used copy of it, but I couldn't really find one. And if I found one, it was so partied out, it didn't look like it was in good shape, and they wanted a lot of money for it. I went to a shop where we were selling these reissues here for very cheap. I mean, this was 15 bucks plus tax. That is the cheapest I've ever seen it. It was actually cheaper than buying an old used copy from the 70s or early 80s. So I decided to just go for it, the reissue. And it's, you know, it has the original, well, not the original insert, but a copy of the insert. As you see there. All the lyrics for the songs and credits and blah 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 are there. It doesn't have the green butterfly, I think it's Electra label. It has this custom label here. But oh well, that's okay. The record sounds really good. It's a real punchy, powerful sounding record, so it has a really good punchy sound to it that I like. I mean, this probably sounds better than the original I could find. And it's definitely in better shape, better condition, and it was probably half the price too. Because as I was digging at another store, I did find a used copy of this, which was in so condition. They wanted almost 30 bucks for it. This was only 15, or like something like $28.99 or whatever, which I thought was ridiculously high. This was 15 bucks, and it sounds really, really good. And I love the album. The songs on here are killer. You know, it has the popular ones are Killer Queen and Now I'm Here and Stone Cold Crazy, but the whole album is really cool, so I'm real glad I got that. From the Goo Goo Dolls, a live record, The Audience Is That Way, Volume 2, the rest of the show. Now I have Volume 1, and this is a record store day release. There's the sticker that says so right there. Now I have Record 1 to this, and I really enjoyed Record 1. I had no idea there was a Record 2 to this. Record 1 had a red cover with live photos. Not bad. The song list is really good on here. Side 1's real great on here. You know, Here's Gone, Naked, Name, Black Balloon. That makes up most of side 1. It is a really good live recording. Taken from a radio broadcast, I believe. Here's the inner sleeve, which is really nothing to jump up and down about. But it's a good live recording. I mean, I do like their music because Goo Goo Dolls has some real catchy pop songs, and I like it. It's on the Warner Brothers, old school Warner Brothers label. See? Nice. So it's nice to have both copies of this live recording they put out. The first one was good, and this one's, I don't know if it's better because, I think it's better because it's still new to my ears. I've had the other record for couple of months now, but it's still pretty good. I gotta listen to both of them, you know, back to back and get the whole live experience. But so according to the label, between the two records, I have both shows now, and this damn insert won't go in. Okay, there we go. But really good. Goo Goo Dolls, The Audience Is That Way, the rest of the show, Volume 2, really fun find. Alright, finally a cool used album from Black Sabbath. This is Paranoid. I have been after this album for a while. I've seen it a bunch of times digging. It's hard to find a good copy or a decent copy, and one that's a decent price. This is about $22 I think I paid for this. But decent condition. I mean, there's some wear on this cover, as you can see, but here's a gatefold. So cool gatefold. And a damn kick-ass album, but this is the VC, this is the classic record. You all know it's what's up with this album. But yeah, and it's also on the old school Warner Brothers label, just like Goo Goo Dolls. So there we are. Warner Brothers is getting a lot of show in this video. Badass album. But yeah, that's all I can say. Badass album. Side 1, Side 2. This is a really perfect hard rock album in my opinion. I don't know if it would be considered their best album, but I definitely like it. I definitely love it. I'm glad I finally have it. You know, it's hard to find a used copy of it. You can find the reissues everywhere. But it's nice to finally have the real thing. It's not an original pressing, but it's just one of those cool old albums. I like cool old used albums. They just have a character to them, so I'm glad I pulled one out. So, and this is just awesome. Speaking of old, this one's from Styx, Crystal Ball, same thing. You know, I don't really know any songs from this album when I first bought it, and I've seen it in the record stores every time I practically dig. And I don't know, I started looking at the cover, and I just thought, maybe it's time to give this a try. And I'm glad I did. I do like this album. It does have the original insert with the band photos on it. The rest is just lyrics. And A&M is the label, so. But a good album, a real good album. I enjoyed this one actually. It's kind of a blind buy. I mean, I like the band Styx, and they play them a lot on classic rock radio, but I just couldn't remember if I heard anything off of this album in particular. I don't think I did. All the songs were pretty new to me, and I enjoyed what I heard. I thought this was a good album. And yeah, so it goes in the Styx collection. Very happy. All right. So now some 12-inch singles. It's from Prince. This is the Purple Rain 12-inch single. It has a long version of the song, and then side 2 we got instrumental version of the song God and the vocal version of the song God. I wish it was purple vinyl. It is not. It's on black vinyl, but pretty cool find that. This is the import copy. And if I could just... Why are these records being a pain in the ass today in these videos? I swear. God, get in there, get in your home. God, records are a pain in the ass. All right, there we go. But always wanted this on a 12-inch single. There's one 12-inch single from Prince I was missing. Obviously, I got the album. I could hear the long version of Purple Rain on that, but nice thing. It's just a nice thing to have, so I went ahead and went for it. This is Prince related. It's from Vanity. It's the song Pretty Mess, which is a good description of the song, because that song is a mess. Not the best song in the world, but I gotta admit, Vanity looks hot on that photo. The song Pretty Mess is not really my favorite from her. It's not that great of a song actually, but she looked good in the video and she looks good on this picture, and this looks kind of like a rare 12-inch single, so that's what made me want to get it. The B-side is the song Mechanical Emotion. Another song I don't really care for all that much, but she looks good in the pictures, what can I say? And it's like more of a collector thing to have. I won't recommend the song to anybody. But even if you are a Vanity fan, I wouldn't recommend the song to you. But this looked like I said, such a rare thing to have. I've never seen it before, so that made me want to get it. And I can remember back in the day when she used to go on talk shows, David Letterman, Johnny Carson. Woman was hot. The woman was hot, and I watched every one of her like TV show interviews back in the day. 12-inch single from Marillion, Hooks in You. I actually had this before, and my version of the one I had a poster that went with it. This doesn't have that. It's just the plain old record. and it's two different mixes of the song. Side A has the meaty mix, as it's called, of the song Hooks in You. Side B has a 7-inch mix of the song After Me. And it's on that Black Marillion label. So very nice. Which means it's an import from England. So English press, real nice. Okay, here comes an English band. New Order, and this is the 12-inch single for the song Waiting for the Siren's Call. I've never heard the song before. And I saw this in the shop. They wanted like a couple bucks for it. They have a couple of mixes on the songs on side A and side B. Side A is the Planet Funk remix. And then the B side is like a dub remix. Never heard the song before, so I thought I'd just give it a shot. It's only a couple bucks. I like the band New Order, but not really that familiar with their catalog. This ended up being a really good song, and the two mixes on it are really interesting. Hopefully you could read the text on there. It's a real good song. I really dig it, and I've spun this a couple of times now, and I'm really getting into this record. I like it. And I'm glad I bought it. It didn't set me back hardly anything. And Blind Buy, that paid off. So always happy when that happens. New Order, real good 12-inch thing. This one I was familiar with. It's Culture Club. I'll tumble for you. It's just a UK pressing of a 12-inch single, which I've never seen before. Looked kind of interesting to me on the second side of the song, Man Shake. I always love that song from Culture Club. It's on the Epic label, so nothing extravagant as far as record label. But it's just a pressing I've never seen before in a 12-inch single. Don't see this one around very much. It's a decent song. Wouldn't say it's their best, but it's a decent song, so what the hell, right? This just shows what an 80s fan I am. Janet Jackson, Escapade. There's like way too many mixes of this song. There's like 6 different mixes of Escapade on this 12-inch single, which makes you fucking sick of the song Escapade. I always just go straight to the LP version, but there's a couple of mixes on here. There's 5 mixes in the LP version. And by the third one, I'm sick of hearing it, to tell you the truth. But I love the song. It's a great song. And it was cheap, and I've never seen it in a while before, so I went for it. Same with this one from Echo and the Bunnymen. This is Bedbugs and Ballyhoo. And this is a UK pressing, I believe, of this 12-inch single. And on the B side, we have Run, Run, Run. They do a cover of Painted Black from the Rolling Stones. These are all live recordings, of course. And the song Friction, so really cool. And let me just show you what the label, it's just on the Sire label. So, yeah, so really cool there. The song itself is good. The live versions on site 2 make it an interesting find. So I was really happy to pull that one. Alright, well that does it for the 12-inch vinyl. Let me just blast through some 7-inch records. I like this one from Tom Petty, Just Got Lucky. I noticed a lot of these 45s are from artists that have passed away, and that's sad, so there we go. I still can't believe Tom Petty's gone. It's been just over a year, I believe, since he's been gone. It's on, what is this? Backstreet Records is the label. I love that song, Just Got Lucky. I remember I loved the video on MTV back in the early days of videos, and that was one I used to love watching, that video. And it's always been one of my favorite songs. This was a cool find from Prince, 1999. I don't think I have this on a 7-inch single, so it was kind of cool to find it. And yeah, so real blast from the past here. Back with the song How Come You Don't Call Me Anymore. Really cool, really cool. It's probably Warner Brothers label, yeah. So Warner Brothers label. I'll get a little closer to the camera, you can see. 1999, great song. A couple from Queen, a few from Queen. for the song It's Late, back with Sheer Heart Attack. Just showed the album Sheer Heart Attack. So this is a cool, look at the art. I like the artwork's pretty fun on that one. And in the back we have band photo, really cool. And it is on Elektra, so really cool. I always try to find ones with the picture sleeve, because those are so fun to look at. As well as this one, same band. The song is One Vision. More of their 80s songs, getting towards the end of Queen's catalog. But One Vision, I always did like that song. It has a good energy to it. It's catchy. Probably not the best of Queen songs, but I think it's catchy, and it's on Capitol. So, cool find there. Yeah, and back to the song Blurred Vision. This is not a picture sleeve, but this one I really, really wanted. Queen, You're My Best Friend, back with the song 39. And this is that old school Elektra label I was referring to earlier in the video. Look at that. Nice. I love the song You're My Best Friend. It's one of my favorite Queen songs. One of my favorite Queen songs. I never get tired of listening to that song. I've been spinning this little 45 quite a bit. And I like the song 39 as well. Two good songs from Night at the Opera. Great, great stuff. Alright, back to the 80s. From the Tubes, She's a Beauty. It has always been one of my favorite 80s songs of all time. Another song I just do not get tired of. Absolutely love this song. I think from the Tubes, this is the one most people remember if you're just a casual fan of the Tubes. It's also on the Capitol label. That is a great 80s song. Unfortunately, the band didn't have many hits. They only had a few, which I think is too bad, because they're a cool band to listen to, and I got a couple of their albums. I don't have any of their earlier albums, just the ones I think they did with that guy, Dave Foss, I think his name is, the producer. Also worked with Earth, Wind & Fire. Great song, great song. From ZZ Top Stages. Look at it, I love that picture. That's a cool picture. It's cool artwork. And one of my favorite songs from them too, probably one of my favorites because it doesn't get played a zillion times a day like Sharp Dressed Man or Legs. You very rarely hear the song Stages, and that's probably why I love it so much, because I'm not burnt out on it. It's a great song though. I mean, the other songs are great too, but just overplayed. And I mean, Warner Brothers label again. Now here's a cool 80s song that doesn't get much play. It's from TalkTalk, Life Is What You Make It. Again, I like these covers. I love it. I love the artwork. And this is a good album too. I have the album the song is from, and this was a good find for me. I don't catch too many TalkTalk 45s out there, and this is from EMI, so really cool. Great song, has a great rhythm to it. It's fun to listen to. I like it. We're gonna keep it 80s again. Wang, Chung, Don't Let Go. Probably not a very big band in the VC, not very popular people, but I like them. Even the song Let's Everyone Have Fun Tonight. As cheesy as that song is, I actually do like it. And I like the band too. And this was one of my favorite songs from them. Yeah, it's a great song. It's a great song. Well, at least I think so. It's on the Geffen label, so really cool to have found that. So yeah, Wang Chung, Don't Let Go. Really great, really fun song. And I should collect more of their 45s. I did like this band. Okay, we're gonna take a break from the 80s for this one, just this one. ELO, Turn to Stone, another classic rock song that again gets played on classic rock radio all the time. So why do I need the damn 45? But it's a great song, and despite hearing it every day on the radio, I can still spin this and get a lot of pleasure out of it. So I actually am glad I have this. And it's on Jet Records label, so nice find there. From the Pretenders, Middle of the Road, back with the song 2,000 Miles. Two great songs from the Pretenders. So I was real happy to find this. Not much of a cover. It's on Sire as well. Yeah, 2 great songs from that album, and so glad I got it. No, I don't know what it is with Illegal Alien from Genesis. I don't know what it is with this single. I keep buying it. This is probably my 4th copy of this single. I couldn't really remember if I had it with this custom label. I'm pretty sure I do. That's what the front looks like. That's what the back looks like. I'm sure I have this already. But again, I wasn't 100% certain, and I didn't want to like leave it on the shelf if I didn't have it, so I just scooped it up. These things only cost like a couple of bucks, so it didn't set me back. I just went for it. I'll probably go in my Genesis stack of 45s and see I already got it, so I might have to get rid of maybe 1 or 2 of them. But this was a good copy with that custom label from the Version Charisma label, so real fun, real fun. Crowded House, Something So Strong. Really good 80s song. Hard to believe Neil Finn's part of Fleetwood Mac now and not in this band anymore. But oh well, that's just how things go. But a real catchy song. I've always thought it was a catchy song. Loved it since I first heard it. And it's on Capitol. Capitol and Warner Brothers are getting a lot of show in this video. But yeah, it's always been one of my favorite songs from them. And the 45 is cool to have, so a good addition to the collection. And we're going to go this one from Sade, Sweetest Taboo. My memories of this song, I think this came out when I was 16 or 17 years old. The back of it, not really great there. I learned the drum beat on the drums by ear. I kind of figured it out and played it, and I was showing it off to all my family and friends, and everybody was impressed that I knew how to play the song. And they would put the tape on. I'd play along to the stereo on the drum kit. And it would be what I thought was perfect sync to it. Listening to this real closely, I realized that I was off just a little bit. I was minus 1 little lick. Otherwise, I would have nailed it. I thought I knew it, but I fooled everybody else. Everybody else was convinced I learned it. I was just off a little bit, but great drum beat. It's a fun drum beat, and that's my memories of that song. That was like the first song I thought I learned that could impress people, because that was a big hit back in the day. Okay, last one, Rod Stewart, Passion. Was originally going to leave this behind, but there's a radio station here that plays 60s, 70s, and 80s songs. And they've been playing this song a lot lately, and it's just so catchy. I like it so much. I always listen to it. It's the Warner Brothers label. And back with the song Better Off Dead. Yeah, so I've been listening to this on the radio a lot, and was getting hooked to the song, and saw the 45, and I thought, I'm going to get it, because it is a good song. Alright, that's it. That is my haul for this video. Hopefully you saw some things you liked, and leave something in the comments so we can have a little chitter chatter going. Hope everybody's finding records they love. It's great being a collector in it. Go out, dig, come home, listen to music, and just get swept away in all of it. It's good times. Alright, that's going to do it for me. See you next video. Later days, people.